For over 2 decades, the Seattle Center Festival Series has brought people together to celebrate and share our unique cultures, histories, and traditions.
In 2020, the world suddenly changed. Life and business as usual came to a halt.
As the COVID-19 pandemic gripped the world with fear, suffering, loss, and isolation.
In the face of adversity, we tapped our strength, leaned on our resilience, and drew inspiration from a shared passion for our cultures.
We were motivated by our love for each other as humans in community.
It wasn't safe to gather in person, so we forged ahead to create a virtual festival series in partnership with Seattle Center.
We pioneered new ways of producing our events, holding spaces to be together during times of uncertainty.
We experimented with new technologies and incorporated into our visual presentations signature elements of our festivals,
such as food, music, dance, art,
language, and history.
Thanks to our devoted volunteers and loyal community supporters, we discovered silver linings and were reminded to hold love and hope in our hearts.
In 2020, we still celebrated and shared our traditions and cultural expressions,
connecting with our greater Seattle community and connecting with a global community virtually.
We are looking forward to the 2021 Seattle Center Festival and invite you to join us because Festal is where the world gathers.
We are community.
We are resilient.
We are Festal.
Seattle is strengthened by the brilliance and resiliency of our diverse community. The diversity is also what drives and enriches Seattle Center's Festal. The 2021 Festal theme, Where the World Gathers, links together the series of 24 free festivals presented throughout the year, each with a unique cultural focus, identity, and a range of engaging activities. As a civic cultural series, Festal is unique in the world, bringing together organizations from our cultural communities to share their heritage and creative contributions with Seattle residents and to share it with the rest of the world who've been able to access the festivals online. I want to commend Festal producers and volunteers who, through these really challenging times, have maintained a platform of connection for our communities through these virtual presentations. You've persevered, venturing into new virtual worlds of music, art, movement, and cultural conversation. I wish you the very best in 2021 as you and we await a time when we really can all gather again together in person. I would like to welcome you to the 2021 Seattle Arab Festival. Seattle Center and Arab Festival Committee have partnered to host the Arab Festival in sharing the rich culture and the many traditions of the Arab world with the Washington community. In doing so, the Arab community reflects and honors the wonderful cultural diversity of Washington State. Please accept my best, warmest regards for an enjoyable Seattle Arab Festival.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Seattle Arab Festival 2021, our first virtual event. My name is Amani Abu Ammo. I am the new director of the Seattle Arab Festival. I'm Lebanese and I've been in Seattle for the past 6 years, and during this period I've always been present at Seattle Center to be there, seeing the festival, connecting with people, eating the food, drinking coffee, like everything. I've always enjoyed those stuff in person, and I know how it feels like that we all have been stuck home for the lockdown and the COVID, and how it all affected our lives in any way. For this reason, we all had to think of a new way to bring you a new way of content that you can still see things you wouldn't see in person. One of the great chances is that we were able to connect with people that are located outside the United States, people that have stories behind their success, behind their great careers, and instead of just show you or showcase what they do, we got to know more about why they got there. How did they decide to do this? And that's very inspiring, because personally, I got the point that it's not like you have to stick to whatever you do in your life. If you feel like you have a passion to something else, you can always change, because you can always give more when you have passion. And that's the story behind our festival this year. We're gonna see that in many aspects. We're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna see people sing, people play music, people write stories, draw, paint, make cakes, different content. Most of them are cultural, they're culture related, and there's so much teaching and informative, let me say. We also wanted to bring all the ideas and relate them to our cultures in a way or another. So no matter how informative the content is, in a way you will find this relation between the information, the content, and your culture or culture in the Arab world. So let's all enjoy our time. We have the 4 days of a festival. Each day has a 2-hour period. We're gonna enjoy that, and we're gonna learn a lot of stuff. Watch us and stay with us. And one more thing I want to say before I go. As this year is just a virtual streaming, we're good to go. But for next year, I really, really would love to see people join us and volunteer, as we all volunteer. All board members, everyone that work on this festival has been volunteering their time, their efforts, their everything. And it makes it more passion, you know, like when you feel like you're doing things because you love it, it's really, really, really more, it pays off. So I would really enjoy, I would really honor, or I would really be happy to see people decide to join us for next year. We will be having way more ideas and new blood and lots of stuff to do together. And I'm sure that this is gonna make it a much better experience to everyone, whether you work with us or you just attend. So that's all for today. Let's watch together, and thank you very much again, and see you soon. Bye.
Hello, I'm Robert Nellums, Director of Seattle Center. It's my pleasure to be offering words of welcome today for the 2021 Seattle Arab Festival, an event that is part of Seattle Center Festal. Festal is a series of 24 free ethnic cultural festivals produced by community organizations and presented throughout the year in partnership with Seattle Center. Festal offers opportunities for people to come together to celebrate their culture, share their traditions, and for people from different communities to learn from one another. We believe this work through Festal has tremendous importance for the city of Seattle and the broader region. Seattle Center deeply values the relationships it has built over the years with the community leaders who are passionately dedicated to putting on these events. Today, I am honored to be joined by this year's co-producers of the Seattle Arab Festival, Amani Oboamo and Osama Sam Al-Khalili. Thank you, Sam and Amani, for your time, energy, resources, and talent. And an extended thanks to the Seattle Arab Festival Board of Directors and countless volunteers who have been presenting the Arab Festival of Seattle since 1999. Welcome.
Thank you, Robert, for the opportunity to be part of this the festival. We've been, as you know, as you mentioned, we've been part of this since 1999. And we've been very fortunate to be working with Seattle Center to sponsor our events.
Well, it's our honor to be here with you. So Sam, let's start with some of the background. Of course, the diversity of the Arab world is immense, and even in Washington State, there are many different cultures within the Arab community. I understand that the Seattle Arab Festival has shared the cultures and heritages from 22 different Arab countries. What is it like organizing so many different people?
Thank you, Robert, for this opportunity. I've been involved with the Arab Festival since 2007. I was also on the board and also acted as a president for the Arab Center Washington like it was before. Since it is 22 Arab worlds, it's very hard to bring them together, but we've been very fortunate to have some key people that we can work with and bring them together. We have a lot of local communities, a lot of local leaders that our festival connect with to bring those people on board. We have a lot of commonality. We speak the same language. We don't want to say that the faith is the same because we're different faiths in the Arab world, but we have the same culture, the same singing, the food is pretty much the same. And that's what really brings the people onto the festival, is because of the food and also the sense of creating community, connect with other people with the same language, the same values, I should want to say.
Seattle Arab Festival did not start at Seattle Center. I don't know if everybody realizes that. It was launched in 1992 by the Arab Center of Washington and originally held in a private community spaces. Since moving to join the Seattle Center Festival, how has attendance by the broader public expanded the festival's focus and opportunity?
You are correct. The Seattle Arab Festival used to be called Arab Center Washington. Actually started by a bunch of people that most of them are still involved with the Arab Center, with the Seattle Arab Festival, like Raja, like Rita, like Huda. They are one of the founders of the Arab festivals, and they came out of they were getting together at home, and then slowly they can get bigger and bigger and bigger. In 1996, they adapted the organization, the Arab Center Washington, and they did a couple more festival. And Seattle Center recognized the Arab Center Washington, we approached us, and we worked together. So this is a little bit of background, and luckily we still have Huda and Rita actually on the board. And Raja actually produced the Arab Festival in 2019 before the COVID hit us. Yes, again, we usually have entertainers, local entertainers. Sometimes we bring some names outside of the country, outside of the state, to bring more people to the festival. And we've been lucky to, the Arab Festival, not just for Arabs, but also for the community. And because it's more educational, people like to learn more about us, who we are, what our values, what our culture. They love to taste our food, and they like to dance with us when we do that cave or even some of those traditional folklore dance. We've been extremely lucky to do this and all kind of organized with the local communities, with local leaders to bring the cultural, not some differences, but variations of the Arab worlds into the Arab Festival that gives it a lot of deep meanings, who we are and how we are.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Amani, 2021 Seattle Arab Festival is virtual this year. You are the new festival director. Mm-hmm. can you tell us how planning an online event has been, and maybe share a little about what we can look forward to seeing during the several days of programming?
Sure. So it has been challenging, really, and that's a good challenging. The thing is, people really love to go to the, to the festival, to meet together, to get to know other people, see, eat the food, see, dance the cave physically on the floor, stuff like that. So to find something that we can show to people and make sure that we get their engagement and their interest to watch is really, really, really tough, hard. It's not that easy. But at the same time, I believe that our cultures are so rich with a lot of stuff that we can present. What I've been looking for is not only to show what people do, it's more like why people turn to do these things. So when we started looking for talents and for hobbies and whatsoever, I really wanted to know why this person started doing this. What was his major thing before they turned to probably drawing, singing, dancing, whatsoever. So I figured out that every single person has a huge story behind their whatever they do. And I myself enjoyed it so much. Like when I just talk about like, okay, how did you get there? Like instead of hearing what they have, I started going into that part of why, where have you been before? What made you do this? And lots of stories. And I figured out that it is really important because again, when people go to the festival, which is really, really, really amazing. I've been always a fan of the festival before I became a part of that. We just go and watch. Now, to get to know people is really interesting, to focus on what they're telling, what stories they have, what hobbies whatsoever, all those details, really nice. We are so happy with what we have now. So what I'm seeing is I am so much in hope that people are going to enjoy our festival this year.
Well, I can guarantee you that people are going to enjoy your festival. So Seattle Center Festal is made possible through the efforts of many community volunteers and of course the leaders who facilitate and organize year-round. As a leader for your community who gave so much of your time, energy, and skill, what inspires you most about producing the Seattle Arab Festival?
Variety. Too many things. I mean, when I looked at, let me give you this example. Like I'm from Lebanon, and when I think about Lebanon, when I talked about like even the way Lebanese people cook, something called what is it called? War'ana? Usama? What is it called? War'ana. Grape leaves. Yeah, grape leaves. So even in Lebanon, which is a very small country, we have tons of ways to cook that. So if you look around the Arab world, every single country has tons of ways to make the same exact thing. Even when we decide to probably, let's say, have those holidays, celebrate stuff, like every country has their own culture and way of celebrating things. It's very interesting. And I see that it's very rich for people to get to know around, like even about your own country, you get to know more stuff. So how about the whole place of Middle East and the Arab world?
Wow.
Robert, you have been into our festival many times, and you see that energy that the festival brings to the people. And they want us to do this almost on a monthly basis. That's not possible, of course. It's just a way, again, to bring our Arab people together from different backgrounds, from different, even from different areas in Washington State. They come from Orlando, from Oregon. They come from Idaho. They even come from Canada for the Arab Festival. We even helped the Arab Festival in Olympia to spin off from our Arab Festival because people are hungry. They just want to meet other people, and it was a way to do this. And I think in the past, before the COVID, we actually averaged almost 10,000 people to come to our festival. So it was getting big.
Wow. Well, I'm sure we'll all look forward to having the Seattle Arab Festival in person again next year. But this year it's going to be a fantastic virtual experience. So I want to thank Osama and Amani I want to thank you again both for your time. I wish you, your board, and leadership of the Seattle Arab Festival and all the volunteers who helped to make it possible, a fantastic 2021 virtual experience. And I'd like to say to all of you out there that if you get any inkling of how good this is going to be from these two, just in their passion and the way that they speak about this, just know that there will be lots to see, lots to experience, lots to do as you experience the Seattle Arab Festival. And as we start to look forward to coming back next year in person, I just want to tease you. They just want to tease you a little bit and show you what they can do and what is capable of and what's possible. And just know that when we come back live and in person, it will be so much more. So I want to thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing. And we look forward to experiencing the Seattle Arab Festival this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Scarlett and I am 9 years old and I'm so excited to be with you guys today. I am from Georgia and I love my state because I really like my schools, I really like my friends, I like my home, and I love my cats named Luna and Lika. I have 2 of them. What I love about my culture is the food because I love shawarma, malahaya, and other stuff like kunafa and other desserts. I love being in America with an Egyptian background because it makes me feel unique and special. Bye! Thank you for talking with me.
السلام عليكم، أنا اسمي سندي سعيد وأنا 12 ومن جورجيا. أنا مش بتكلم عربي كتير أنا آسفة بس بحاول، بس بعد كده أنا هكلم إنجليزي. I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. So first of all, here in Georgia, we have our own little Arabic group that we usually meet up with weekly, and it makes me feel more connected with my culture, and it makes me feel more comfortable with it. And we usually meet up and eat a lot of Egyptian food, which is really good. I love all of it, especially mahshi. It's my favorite. Mahshi kurum, because I like that a lot. Also, I love that that it makes me feel more unique here in America, and with the really nice background, it makes me like people are usually really curious about it, and I like answering questions about it. And yeah, I was happy to talk to you. Bye.
أهلا أصحابي أهلا أصحابي أهلا أصحابي. I'm glad you came today. Ahlan wa sahlan. That's how you say hello and welcome in Arabic. Welcome to Arabic Way Storytime. Ismi Layla. My name is Layla, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. Before we get started, I just wanted to tell a little bit about myself. I am an Arab American with roots from Palestine. This was post-colonization of Palestine and pre-multiculturalism, so the Arabic language was not fully handed down to me. What you will hear then is my Philistini dialect. You'll hear a little bit of my husband's Lebanese dialect, and you'll hear some Fusha all mixed up. For those native speakers out there, I hope you don't find that too frustrating. What I want you to do is see how we can make Arabic fun, change the words at home to your dialect, and see how you can incorporate Arabic into your homes. So that's what I hope you take away from today. طيب, اليوم, today, we're going to do colors. So let's see if we can go through these together. How many of you out there know your colors? In English? Of course. How about in Arabic? Al-Arabi? Some of you? Okay, then I want to hear you really loud when we go through these, okay? All right, and Arabic colors, or the adjectives have two forms, masculine and feminine, so we'll go through both. Let's start at the top. We have red is ahmar, or the feminine version is hamra. Can you hear that? Ahmar, hamra. Then we have, oh, this one doesn't have two forms. Portucali is orange, portucali. برتقالي. Yellow is أصفر. Can you say it? أصفر. Good. And then we have the feminine صفراء. أصفر, صفراء. We have green is أخضر, أخضر, خضراء. See the pattern? It actually gets pretty easy. All right, let's try this one together. Blue is أزرق, أزرق, or زرقاء, أزرق, زرقاء. And then we have purple, same, بنفسجي, بنفسجي. We have brown, it's the same, makes it easy, bunni, bunni. Black, aswad. Can you say it? Aswad, good job. And don't worry about how you pronounce it, just practice getting it out. Aswad. And sauda. Good job. Oh, and then I have gold on here, that's a fancy one. Dahabi, dahabi is gold. And we have, that's for the same for both. And then zahri, also the same. This one changes, and you're gonna hear this one later. Abiyad and bayda. Abiyad, bayda. Okay, so I want you guys to hear that in a story or in context. And so see if you can pick up the colors on this one. So this one is blue, and you're gonna hear me say either azra or zurqa. So listen for that. And it starts on this first page. الدلفين الأزرق نط عبر الأمواج. The blue dolphin jumps over the waves. Let's see if you can hear it. الدلفين الأزرق. Did you hear it? نط عبر الأمواج. The blue dolphin leaps through the waves. All right, now you're going to listen for أحمر, أحمر or حمراء. سيارة الإطفاء الحمراء تمشي بسرعة. The red fire truck goes fast. سيارة الإطفاء, the fire truck, الحمراء تمشي بسرعة. All right, you guys are getting the hang of it, I think. All right. This one is yellow, أصفر or صفراء. النحلة الصفراء بتجمع عسل. The yellow bee gathers honey. النحلة الصفراء بتجمع العسل. All right, we have الشجرة, the tree, الشجرة, عليها on it, أوراق خضراء, green leaves. أوراق خضراء. Then we have an orange cat. You're going to hear برتقالي. البسة البرتقالي بتقول meow. The orange cat says meow. And then we have purple بنفسجي. العنب البنفسجي كتير حلو. The purple grapes are very sweet. So that is that. So now you've heard them in a book, and now I'm really going to need your help. So we're going to read another story. This one is called Pete the Cat. Now Pete loves his white shoes. So أحب حذاء الأبيض. He is going to get through all sorts of trouble, and his shoes are going to change different colors, and I'm going to need your help. And I'll give you a clue. We're going to use the words أحمر, أزرق, and bunni. So if you can be ready to say those as we read through this story, that would be great. All right. And it repeats a lot, so if you can sing along with me, that would be fantastic. All right, so we have Pete the cat. أحب حذاء الأبيض. Pete البسة مش على الطريق. Pete the cat walked down the street. لابس الحذاء الجديد الأبيض, wearing his new white shoes. Pete أحب حذاء Pete بحب حذاء الأبيض كتير كتير. He loved his shoes so much. فكان يغني, that he would sing. And he sang this song. أحب حذائي الأبيض. أحب حذائي الأبيض. أحب حذائي الأبيض. I love my white shoes. يا حرام. Pete, that's بفراولة. He stepped into strawberries. شو صار لون حذاءه? What color are his shoes now? Can you tell me? In English, red? Okay, but what about in Arabic? أحمر, صح. أحمر, that's right. أحمر. Vicky, she Pete, did Pete cry? أكيد لا. كمل طريقه وكمل يغني. He kept walking along and singing his song. And he says, everything is cool. كل شيء تمام. All is good. كل شيء تمام. And he sings. أحب حذائي الأحمر. Good job. أحب حذائي الأحمر. أحب حذائي الأحمر. Yee, again, yee ya haram. Pete das biltut, he steps into berries. Shu sar laun hida'u, what color are his shoes now? Azra, did you say Azra? Good job. Or you said blue, good job. Azra, that's right, Azra. Bekashi Pete, did Pete cry? Akid la. Kammel tari'u wa kammel yaghani. He kept walking along and singing his song. And he says, awesome. Azim, you could say. Azim. And he sings, Ohib hidai al-azra. Ohib hidai al-azra. Ohib hidai al-azra. Not again. Yee ya haram. Pete das Bettina. He steps into mud. Bettina. Shu sar laun hida'u. What color are his shoes now? Bunny, bunny, that's right. Brown, bunny. Good job. Bekashi Pete. Did Pete cry? Akid? La. Kammel tari'u wa kammel yaghani. He says groovy. Ra'ya, you could say. Ra'ya. أحب هذائي البني أحب هذائي البني أحب هذائي البني. What's going to happen next? يا haram. Pete das بسط الماء. He stepped into a bucket of water. وكل البني وكل الأزرق وكل الأحمر راحوا. All the brown and blue and red راحوا, went away. شو رجع لونهم? What color are his shoes now? Or again, what color are they again? أبيض, أبيض بس هلا مبلولين. But now they're soaking wet, مبلولين. Bekashi Pete, did Pete cry? أكيد لا. كمل طريقه وكمل يغني. And he says rock and roll, which I don't know how to translate, so we won't. Rock and roll. And he sings, أحب هذائي المبلول. أحب هذائي المبلول. أحب هذائي المبلول. The moral of Pete's story is no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song because it's all good. لكان كل شيء تمام. All right, I hope you had fun practicing your colors. I love reading that story, so I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Okay, we are going to sing a song together. Again, practicing our colors. This song is to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, and it's about a boy who asks his mom to take him to the market, and then he talks about all the things that he sees at the market. Okay, so it starts out, take me with you, Mom, to the market that's so big with all the colors. خديني معاكي يا ماما السوق الخضرة يا ماما سوق الخضرة كبير كبير في ألوان كتير كتير. Okay, let's see what he finds first. هذه تفاحة حمراء red حمراء حلوة كتير ومش مرة. It's very sweet, it's not bitter. What next? وهذه جزرة برتقالي لا أرنوبي ولا أسناني. It's good for carrot, good for rabbits and teeth. What's next? Maybe something yellow, أصفر. ليموني لونه أصفر طيبة مع مي وسكر. So good with water and sugar. What does that make? Lemonade? Yeah, awesome. Oh gosh, this is a strange one. What is this he found? أبيض يا راسة زي السهرة أحلى بشوفك لأول مرة. So he says, I've never seen anything like you before. And then last but not least, بنفسجي يا باذنجاني. Did you hear بنفسجي? بنفسجي يا باذنجاني. بيقولوا عنك سمناني. They say you're kind of chubby. ما أحلى سوق الخضرة خديني يا ماما بكرة. Take me with you again tomorrow. All right, well, I hope you liked that one. I did want to let you guys know that all these songs and stories and videos are on my website, so if you wanted to sing them again or play them, links to a YouTube song is there for this song, and it's fun to watch. And it's also transliterated, so even if you can't read Arabic, you could sing along with the transliteration. Okay, let's do 2 more stories, and then I think we'll call it a day. I wrote a couple of nursery rhyme books trying to fill a gap where for toddlers. And I like this one because it's a song you can teach your kid, and then what's great is they can just start pretending to read, so turning the pages and singing the song. And then once they learn the letters, they can start connecting the letters with what they're saying. So let's do this one real quick. This one is Hassisan, and it's a popular one in the Levantine part of the world. Hassisan, شو حلوين عم بيدوروا حول أمهم مبسوطين شربوا مي قالوا خي رفعوا راسهم شكروا ربهم مبسوطين. Yay! And this is a common nursery rhyme in the Levantine area. And then here's another one that I love. This one is My Grandfather Has a Donkey. And I'll just translate as we go along. كلن عندن سيارات, everybody has a car. وجدي عنده حمار, but my grandfather has a donkey. بيركبنا خلفه, he puts us on the back. وبياخدنا مشوار, and he takes us for a ride. مشوار is ride. والبوليس يصفر له, he blows on his whistle. بإيده يأشر له, and he waves us on with his hands. سيارات تتزمر له, everybody honks his horn. Bop, bop, bop. So another great one for your little ones. All right. Now that you've heard both those stories, let's go over the colors one more time. Red, ahmar. Orange, portucali. Yellow, asfar. Green, akhdar. Blue, azra. Purple, benafsaji. Brown, bunni. Black, aswad. Gold, dahabi. Dahabiya. And pink, Zahri, and white, Abiyad. All right, let's sing an old McDonald's song, and we'll see if we'll practice our colors a little bit more. Same tune, it's just called Our Farm, and it goes like this. Mazratna haywanat, E-I-E-I-O. Al-mazratna fi. What's on our farm? Let's see. A cow. A cow. Ba'ara. Ba'ara, hi-I-E-I-O. Ma mumu honu, mumu hanak. Mumu honu, mumu hanak, mazratna haywanat, hiya hiya ho. Hada ba'ara, benafsaji, it's purple. Let's see what else we have on our farm. Mazratna haywanat, hiya hiya ho. Al mazratna fi kharuf, hiya hiya ho. Ma ba' honu, ba' hanak. Ba' honu, ba' hanak, mazratna haywanat, hiya hiya ho. Hada kharuf, azra, kharuf, azra. Now we have a horse. Mazratna haywanat, hiya hiya ho. Al mazratna fi hisan, hiya hiya ho. Ma nene honu, nene hanak, nene honu, nene hanak, mazratna haywanat. Hiya hiya ho. Hada Hassan. What color is this? Hassan. Akhdar. It's a green horse. Akhdar. All right, now we have a feminine chicken. Mazratna haywanat. Hiya hiya ho. Al mazratna fi jaje. Hiya hiya ho. Shubatul al jaje. Bak bak honu, bak hanak. Bak honu, bak hanak. مزرعتنا حيوانات هي هي هو. هذا الدجاجة برتقالي. Oh, it's the same feminine or masculine. Okay. دجاجة برتقالي. All right, last but not least, the pig. مزرعتنا حيوانات هذا خنزير. هي هو المزرعتنا في خنزير. هي هو مع oink oink هون و oink oink هناك. oink oink هون و oink oink هناك. مزرعتنا حيوانات هي هو هذا خنزير أحمر. خنزير أحمر. Well, I hope you had a great time. I know I did. I'm going to sing you a quick goodbye song and say goodbye. It goes like this. Ma salama, ma salama, ma salama. I'm glad you came today. Ma salama, ila liqa. See you soon.
Welcome to Highline College, Washington State's most diverse community college and the first community college in King County. Located on a beautiful hillside just 20 minutes from downtown Seattle, Highline College is here to help you reach your dreams and find your place in the world.
私はハイラインで世界中からのたくさんの人と会っています。
I'm studying to be a software engineer.
Chuo cha Highline wananihimiza niwe mimi.
After Highline, I will transfer to a four-year university.
Highline College offers a wide variety of degrees and certificates, including transfer degrees for those moving on to a four-year college or university.
So the remainder of the lab?
For many students, this is a perfect way to complete the first 2 years of their bachelor's degree in a dynamic learning environment while also saving a great deal of money.
This is an extra room? Okay, good.
Highline College also offers more than 100 professional and technical degrees and certificates in high-demand fields designed to prepare you for a job right after graduation. In addition to all this, Highline offers its own applied bachelor's degrees in cybersecurity and forensics, global trade, respiratory care, and youth development.
Gracias a mis profesores porque ustedes son los mejores.
Maharawa inanok the nurse.
I'm studying to be a programmer.
Whether you are a recent high school graduate or someone looking to start a new career, Highline College is here to help you reach your goals.
All right, so did you have any issues that came up with the homework?
Our dedicated faculty is passionate about teaching and will take the time to get to know you and help you succeed in the classroom and beyond.
There you go. That was one time.
Our administrative staff will work with you to make sure that you're getting the most out of your experience here at Highline College. And our vibrant campus reflects our dedication to valuing diversity and global perspectives. Highline offers its students an innovative and highly effective placement center where we measure and assess your academic progress to ensure the best chance for success in your studies. Highline also offers guidance to help with financial aid, academic counseling to help you make the most of your course selection, and special assistance to our international students so they feel at home while they're students at Highline.
Thank you, Highline College.
Lungdam Highline College.
谢谢你 Highline College.
Thank you, Highline College.
When you are ready to take your studies and your career to the next level, Highline College is here for you. You can do it. We can help. Learn more at highline.edu.